There was a young man by the name of Devonte Ortiz. Now, he was popping fireworks on July 4th. Now, let me tell you guys something. I've stated this before, that any black person should not be celebrating July 4th, because July 4th, 1776, your ancestors were still on the slave plantation. That is not your Independence Day. You didn't really get free until June 19, 1865. You want to celebrate something, celebrate that day. It's just a little side note. But this young man was popping fireworks. You had a 41-year-old Caucasian male by the name of Jason Roche approached him and started to argue with him along with his father. Now, I told you guys many times, if they are approaching you, something's to that. Either they have some sort of advantage, firearm, they have the numbers or something, because we know how cowardly a lot of them are. Well, the argument ensued, and the Caucasian male ended up shooting and killing the 19-year-old Devonte Ortiz. So let's roll the clip.
While Devonte Ortiz's family and friends are expected here on the football field at Travis High School to remember the young man who was murdered early on Wednesday. He had played football here. He graduated in 2017. Well, today, Austin police released the mugshot for Jason Roche, who was charged with first-degree murder in Ortiz's death. The arrest affidavit says cell phone video showed Roche shooting Ortiz after Ortiz pushed Roche's father. The elder Roche appeared to have been trying to intervene in an argument between his son and Ortiz over fireworks. Earlier today, Austin Police Chief Brian Manley said officers arrested Roche overnight.
And then as a result of the work that was done post-incident, as well as the findings of the autopsy that the medical examiner performed, charges were filed.
So the white male claimed that it was self-defense, but yet video came out showing that he is the one that escalated the confrontation. He's the one that stuck a gun to this young man's head, and he ended up killing this young brother because he felt that it was okay to do so, because you know what? I'll get away with it. I can just say self-defense, and then it'll be a slap on the wrist for me. Nothing's going to happen to me. You see, one thing in the video that I posted, that when I was walking past the Hebrew Israelites in New York, they kept talking about how you're going to pay for your sins and there's a judgment coming. And Jason Roche and many people like him that think it's okay to kill black people. You should get away with killing black people. Just say self-defense, whether it's a police or whether it's John Q or Jane Q Public that's in the other group. Your day is coming. That's why this country falling apart. I agree with the Hebrew Israelites on that. You think you can sit there and just murder black people forever and there's no payback, there's no judgment for that? And it's actually happening right now. But like I said, I'm not about to sit up here and explain how it's happening to you, because I'm not trying to correct your ways. You have had plenty of time to correct your evil ways. You can't just walk around killing people all over the earth, stealing from people, stealing their resources, stealing everything, and they think it's okay. And you justify and use the word self-defense, or when people tell you about the things you've done in the past about stealing people's land, you call it conquering, and all the words you use to justify evil behavior. You don't see brothers walking up to 19-year-old white kids that's popping fireworks, starting arguments with them, pointing guns to their head and shooting them. You don't see no black men doing that, because we aren't doing crap like that. Don't ever, let me tell y'all something. Any black person that come up to me repeating anything that they say about black folks, I'm going to question your intelligence, and I'm going to ask you to get a mental health exam. Don't you ever approach me telling me nothing about what they say. Don't you ever repeat no talking points to me about what they use. They are the last people that need to come up to psychoanalyze or talk about anybody else's situation. And I don't see no other person that have a history of constant murdering anyone else from a different group like I see with people like Jason Roche. I see it on a constant. I'm not saying it didn't happen here and there, but I'm talking about on a constant, a history of this. Notice that they try to always come after and kill our young men. Even the police target our young men from 14 to 25. That's what they like to target. This dude here in this video is just one of many trying to pull a George Zimmerman. That's why he said self-defense. But yeah, he started the argument with the kid, And yet he gonna walk around here saying, "Oh, I had to defend myself." There was no reason to bring no gun out there with that situation. So you got the women calling the police every 5 minutes, and some of the men too. And you got this other one thinking, I was going to bring this gun out here, and I'm going to stick it to his head. And like I said, boy, I'm telling you, what's coming down the line, your gun ain't going to save you. I promise you that. Your gun, and I tell people this, who walk around here saying, oh, you guys, you don't want nothing with us. We got all these guns. I tell people this. You always have your back turned. You could have 100 guns. Your back is still turned. You ain't 100% safe with no gun. Like I say, there's many things in life a gun won't save you from. That's why you never walk around and think you bad because you got a gun. Because other people got them too. Like, my thing is, you have to be the spawn of Satan to think it's okay just to kill people. And you want to call it self-defense. So you know good and well, there was no reason to do that. Self-defense is someone breaking into your home in the middle of the night. And you shot them, that's self-defense. Nobody's going to argue with you on that. Even in the state of Texas, nothing's going to happen to you on that. Someone trying to rape a woman, she shoot him, self-defense. Everybody will agree with that. But when you approach someone, starting arguments with them, pointing guns to their head and they ain't pointing nothing at you, might have some fireworks. No, it's not self-defense. You're just a cold-blooded murderer. It's just that simple. And this guy needs to be put underneath the jail. Now, the family say he's a white supremacist. I haven't really found anything that's related to that, but it wouldn't surprise me. We know how it is, especially in a lot of places here in Texas. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story. But as black folks, this is aside from that. No, I'm not blaming this young man for his murder, nothing like that. I'm just making a side note. I'm going to say it again. Black people stopped celebrating on July 4th. We wasn't free. I mean, we got to get out of that system of celebrating everything the colonizer celebrates. We need to make sure to celebrate the truth. And the truth is this. Our ancestors were not free. I'll repeat that again. On that day, our ancestors were still slaves.